In this training, I'm going to show you exactly how to use AI Studio to onboard a new client in a fraction of the time it would normally take. Once you've provided the right information, AI Studio can do most of the heavy lifting for you. If you'd like to follow along step by step, simply click the link below to create your Go Highlevel account. Depending on when you're watching this, you'll receive either a 14-day or 30-day free trial. And right now, at the time of recording, you can even get 50% off your first 3 months. So if you're ready to see just how easy client onboarding can be with AI Studio, let's jump in and get started.
Okay, so we're inside Go Highlevel's account, and up here you could either switch to one of your sub accounts or stay inside the agency account. So what I'm going to do now is up here in the right hand corner you can see there's a button that says Ask AI. So what I want to do is I want to click on that, but before I do that, what I want to do is I want to find a business that we're actually going to create the sub account for. Now bear in mind this is all fictitious, so we're just going to go off and grab somebody's. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at a business. So for example, we've got this business in Canberra, and I'm just going to grab the URL up here. I'm actually going to remove all this stuff after or before that backslash, because we don't want all of that. So I'm just going to copy that. We'll go back into our Go Highlevel agency account, and I'll open up Ask AI. And what I want to do is I want to tell it to go to this website and grab as much of the business information as we can. So we can say visit here. So just as if I'm talking to a VA, I'm just telling it what to do. So I said visit this website and extract all the contact information you can. Okay. So it's pretty basic stuff. It goes off and thinks about it. It's going visiting the website. This might take a little bit of time. If it takes too much time, then I'll come back when it's completed that. But we're talking about minutes here, guys. We're not talking about taking half an hour or anything else to retrieve the relevant information. So I'll just give it a couple more minutes and see what it does. There we go. So it's generating it now. Now, the other way you can do this is obviously just to grab the information, but this is a little bit of a cheat mode, so it's grabbed as much information as it can. And now I'm going to say, create a sub So it's just create a sub account based on this info. Let's see what it does. So it's AI is going off thinking about what it is. So here's a summary of the account I'll create. So it's going to come back and ask me to verify the information. So it says the business name is that, the phone number is this, the office email is this, the address is, and we can edit all of this once we create the account. So it's actually going and saying, okay, let's create the account. And I've approved it doing it. So it actually stops and says, is this everything you want to put in? And it will do that. So it says here the sub account is now live. Would you like to do anything else with it, such as add a snapshot, set up workflows, and do that? Now we're not going to do that in this section because this was just a brief introduction of setting up the account. But you can see you don't need to type anything anymore. You don't really need to do anything. So if you've got a snapshot that you want to install, you just say add a snapshot. If you want to say add a workflow or import contacts, if you've got a list of people you want to add to build your listing, you can do this. You can also tell it to create a website. Okay, so now let's have a look and see if it actually has created it. So we go over here and we switch accounts, and we're going to look for that account. and it's Canberra. So let's type in Canberra. And there we go, Canberra Pest Control. So we can open that up. We've got a clean dashboard. If we go down and we have a look at the settings and the business profile, it's got everything that we put in.
So in less than 5 minutes, we have created a sub account for the business, but an account on its own does nothing. So now let's have I create a landing page for the business that we can show the client and get their feedback and any edits they require.
So here we've got just the dashboard itself, and what I want to do is we'll need to move down and have a look at sites. So when we go to sites, you've got funnels and you've got websites that you can create. At the moment we've got no funnels, and I want to create a new funnel. And I'm just going to go with build with AI. Okay. It says it's in beta, but it actually works quite well. So we go continue. Name of the business is Pest Control Industry, Pest Control Services. Okay, next. It is generate more leads. Let's have a look and see if we've got more appointments. So okay, to service or whatever. So we're definitely going for more leads and friendly tone. And we'll see what it actually comes up with in this instance. Lead it's sitting at 20% now. It's probably going to move pretty fast shortly, but there we go. So it's 70%. So we will wait, because if it's 70% done, it's probably not going to take that long to actually go ahead and build the site. So it's built, as it says, it's generating the images for your page. The next section will probably be where it actually builds the content. So when it gets to that, we'll come back. Okay, so there's a web page. Let's get this window out of the way. So there's the web page. We can go in and we can edit the logo. We can edit any of this information here. So it's all drag and drop, as you can see. So it's a pretty impressive web page that we built in probably less than 10 minutes. And that's with me telling you exactly. Now, this is where you talk to the client and you make sure you've got all the relevant correct information. You've got the Facebook page, the Twitter page, the Instagram page, and obviously the logo. But it gives you a nice starting template to work with to get your client on board. So hopefully that explains how you can build a website and onboard a client very quickly using the latest AI tools contained within Go Highlevel.
Well, how was that? Just using the built-in AI tools inside, we were able to onboard a client and create a landing page for that business in less than 10 minutes. Now it's only a matter of showing it to the client and getting any changes they may need. You could even use this as a lead magnet to attract clients that don't have a website or need to upgrade. As I mentioned before, you can create a Go Highlevel account, and during your free trial period, reach out to businesses and offer this as a paid monthly subscription. That way you could easily cover your Go Highlevel fees before the trial period ends. The link to create your GHL account is below. And if you use that link, you will be invited into my inner circle and have access to my bonuses and additional trainings and no additional costs. See you on the inside.